Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. People, the only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally.
He just called half the country garbage. Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there's having a good day, y'all. Just got back from a trail run. Oh, it's been over a year since I ran a mountain. And I paid the price for that. I walked most of it, but it's a beautiful trail. We'll save the talk of the mountain for the end of the video for anybody that cares, y'all. But we got a good reaction we're going to get into today. I ain't going to sit here and talk you guys' ears off. You know my slogan, enough with the chit chat. I already know what you guys came here for. Let's go and get into the reaction. Enjoy the show.
The expectation today is that Donald Trump will win the White House in just a few days. We'll know shortly. And big picture, the reduction in uncertainty is almost always positive for asset prices. And we're at that moment of peak uncertainty. It is a race that Trump is favored to win, but it's almost a coin toss. So I would say that post-election, we'll generally see a risk-on environment as people come to adopt a new regime, whether it's a Harris regime or a Trump regime. This uncertainty will be behind us.
Guys, you know how I say they love to put the truth in plain sight? Now, this is exactly what I mean. Watch this.
Blow up. It's not always an accident. What do you mean, not an accident? Who is this guy singing? And who am I? A conspiracy fly. Did you know NASA means deceive in Hebrew? I did not. The Denver airport was built by the Illuminati.
Shape-shifting fallen angels don't live amongst us, right?
From the Sioux Nation.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Kind of bugging out.
Good luck to you, Elvis. Yeah, we did. Somebody give me a scarf.
They bug out like he couldn't control what was happening there for a minute, maybe because he smelled that little. Now watch his entourage go cover him up. Kind of reminds me of when General Petraeus fainted and they surrounded him to cover him up too. Check this out.
About the message we are sending in the region. Best way to...
Looks like he's seen something not right.
Oh my God.
Found him. Don't let people see what's happening.
We're going to recess now for a few moments. Okay. We'll recess till the call of the chair.
Looks young too. Well, not old to be fainting or
now,
whatever
when you
happened.
have a keen eye like me and you sense something isn't right, you watch his face literally morph and shift. And there's more. Because on his walk out, he's glitching like I've never seen before. Literally where you can see through him.
Technical difficulties,
his hair
y'all.
is coming and going. Watch the top of his head. Look, you can see through it. Then it's glitching. This doesn't happen with humans that are solid objects. There's something there. The fallen are amongst us. But you know, I'm just kidding, right? All for entertainment purposes. I don't really believe there's fallen aliens. Entertainment only, people. Come on. You know, I don't believe in any of that stuff. He's probably an alien from another galaxy quintillions of miles away. Entertainment only.
Microphone kind of freaked me out, y'all. Little interruption. I've been having, since we moved into this house, now I never had these type of dreams, but I've been having dreams about like my family members seeing ghosts and, you know, just weird dreams, like weird dreams I never really had I'm having them since we've been living at this house. It's been a week since we've been living here. I don't know, but it's kind of, when the microphone was going, I didn't know it was, you know, unclamping down here. It just looked like the microphone was going down. I was kind of like, what the hell is going on, y'all? But sorry about that technical difficulty. We can edit it out. We keep it all raw over here, y'all.
You guys got to be careful who you buy your tires from. BTP means black tire paint. See all them old dusty ass tires, and then them new ones that look like they're new. Now check it out. See these old ass tires right here? See these old raggedy tires? This is what they turn them into right there. So you're not getting new tires. You're not getting your bang for your buck. You're getting the old painted tire. This black painted tire. Don't fall for that shit.
Now, I don't understand why people do this type of business. It's not going to work in the long run. No one's going to do business with you no more. Like, I'm getting rocks done in my backyard because we have a nice patch of artificial grass, but around it is dirt, right? Dirt, concrete, like broken concrete. And so they got to like take a lot of that stuff out. But I got like 3 quotes, right? I had somebody come, and the first guy, he quoted me at like $2,800 for 8 tons of rocks and to take, you know, stuff out. And then the guy that did my front yard at the other house, that's who I'm going with, because I got 2 quotes for what I got him with. But then I was thinking, like, why does that guy, like, why is he doing business like that? Why isn't he being honest? Why is he ripping me off double what other people are going to charge me, right? This guy's coming tomorrow for $1,300 to, you know, get the rock, deliver. They're going to have to take out a lot of dirt and a lot of like little chunks of just dirty rocks and dirt from the back. They're going to have to take that out, lay down some tarp and all that. But I was just like, that doesn't work. Like, who's going to do business with you? Now I know, because I want to get more work done. I want to get some pavers in the back eventually. I know I'm not even going to call that guy. He ain't even going to be saved on my phone contact list. Like, I don't understand that logic to do bad business, because it just doesn't work out in the long run.
Hinckley was related to Obama and Bush? The Bushes had dinner with the Hinckleys the night before Reagan got shot. What? Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Do you think, okay, I always thought Hinckley was a lone nut that was infatuated with Jodie Foster.
I had the delusion back in 1981 that by shooting the president, I could impress Jodie Foster, which me saying that now it's ridiculous, but that's what I believed back then.
There's actually interviews, dude, where he said, Uncle George told me to do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Didn't they just let him out? Yeah, and now he's doing like plain and coffee beans because he's put out an album or something like that.
And I remember Sterling came, actually our coach came along and he said, you guys don't be upset, but I've been told to take y'all out after the first 5 minutes of the game because Sterling wanted to see David Robinson keep the scoring title in the West because he didn't want Shaquille O'Neal to get the scoring title in the East.
I remember when he hit 60 or something like that.
He had 70.
70.
He had 70. He had 43
Timeout. So that game was fixed. He told y'all that y'all not going to play because he want them
took us out. And if
shout
you
out to all them Suns
game,
fans.
Play after that.
I remember Dave Robinson.
And I remember
70,
walking off the bench
but I don't know
the end of the game, and I'm out. They can't offer me enough. I'm done.
You are the
backstory on the history. I remember that 70. I remember that being
You
a
ask
game.
you ask Mark Jackson and Ron Harper, they'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Donald Sterling.
Taylor Swift, Eminem, Beyonce, who never performed, by the way. That's just another deceptive tactic by the left to bring in non-organic supporters. Usher, Leo DiCaprio, or in other words, the Diddy guest list. They all came out to support Harris. Leo still talking about climate change while he's using a private jet and buying mansions by the ocean. At least take the bus. The day the world will stop looking up to Hollywood and musicians for answers or entertainment is the day that our collective consciousness will finally start to rise.
These unnatural disasters were caused by climate change. Donald Trump continues to deny the facts. That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
Who's the person that's number 1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Call me an idiot, but I had no idea it snowed in Hawaii. This mic's a little too far from my mouth. Go. This guy, you're crazy getting that close to that. That ground looks unstable. crazy what's underneath us on just open up and swallow up your house if it wants. If Mother Nature wants.
Look, choppers, everything. Drones, listen. Listen.
This wasn't really talked about, was it? I barely heard about it when I saw this clip, and then I Googled it.
Air and that's out.
Can you imagine being... That's terrifying, y'all, hearing those gunshots at a Walmart if you're out there. If you're like shopping and all you hear is pop, 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 pop. I wonder why they didn't talk about this. Maybe because the election is in Georgia or Atlanta.
This is full-blown Satanism and ball worship right in our face. It seems like every day, week, or month they're doing a parade, what they call a parade, so they can throw these things right in front of our face. This is obviously Baal, which is also Moloch. But that's not all. They have the BAPH one as well. And they actually show that Baal is literally a fallen angel, which I'll show you in 1 second. This was the flyer for this. Look how obviously satanic this is. Look over here. Obviously this has to do with spiritualism, the Bible, angels, and whatnot. And this angel right here with that little halo, that's a Statue of Liberty, Apollyon, or Abaddon. Lucifer. Now here is the bull with literal wings showing you he's a fallen angel. I gotta block out part of this one, but you can see it breathing fire. How descriptive. And of course, Baal worship is everywhere around the world. New York, 2022 Commonwealth Games, and really all over the industry completely. If you don't know, Baal was the ancient Canaanite god for a certain kind of ritual. But as time progressed, Baal started being called Moloch, symbolized by the owl, but neither the bull or the owl is what Baal actually looks like. And would you believe it, this is the same exact deity above my head, really popularized by the Knight Templar. As time progresses in this world, it really doesn't mind me with all the chaos and disasters going on in the world.
Amazon doesn't pay any local taxes anywhere. The question is, do they pay any federal taxes? The answer to that is no. Last year, Amazon paid 0 federal taxes. And during COVID, they did their shutdowns. They created a billionaire a day. In 500 days, 500 new billionaires, and they shifted $4.3 trillion north from the American middle class, which they obliterated.
Now, I ain't saying give their money to the people, you know, but I think they should be paying taxes. I'm paying taxes. I think they should be paying taxes. Funding some of this stuff out here that we're funding, and they get away with it. Well, I ain't gonna say they get away with it. There's probably breaks and ways around that we don't know about.
Said they put the truth in plain sight. Now this is what I'm talking about. Check out this commercial. What are they trying to tell y'all? Look at this.
I think we went too high.
Right in y'all's face. Look at that. Now, it's honestly crazy how they throw this dome imagery everywhere and people will still deny it. But it's time to wake up, guys. What do you guys think about this? Are they trying to show us something here, or y'all let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, follow me, and share this. And like always, God bless.
I had just literally told y'all and put up a video and said that the landmass is starting to move, yo. Somewhere in China, a whole mountainside just shifted to the right side, y'all. Then remember I put up the movie 2012. And then remember in the movie 2012, they was telling us that the land, earth, crust displacement, whatever it was called, was going to start happening before everything went to shit, you feel me? Look at that, y'all. I had to zoom in. This is crazy. And for those who didn't see the video, this is it right here. Look at this. Look how the land just starts shifting, y'all. And stuff starts spreading apart. Look at that. And it's crazy literally because the movie 2012, and I think, what was the other one? The movie Day After Tomorrow. These movies told us these events are supposed to occur, y'all. I think that it's really time for us to wake up!
Thousands of worms were seen coming out of an ice cream machine at a fast food restaurant, and honestly, people, this has got to be one of the worst submissions I have ever seen. It's safe to say that I'm never eating any ice cream again from any kind of fast food restaurant. This is the original submission provided by the undercover employee, and this is what they've said. Yo, I found thousands of worms in the ice cream machine at work, and bro, I am horrified, seriously, had no clue we were serving this to customers. Low-key, feel bad, but there was nothing I could do, not gonna lie. It's safe to say that this ice cream machine has definitely not been cleaned in absolutely ages. I don't know if they're maggots or if they're worms or what, but the fact is that they're in there tells me all I need to know about the cleanliness of this takeaway and restaurant. I'm just in absolute disbelief that this restaurant and takeaway have been serving ice cream to customers and they've been eating it with all those worms on it. Surely these restaurants and takeaways need to have stricter measures in place to prevent this sort of stuff from happening again. Surely the Food Standards Agency and Environmental Health need to be informed about this, because this is insane. You can literally see them all moving around. I don't know if they've been there for ages or how long they've been there, but the fact they're in there tells me all I need to know about this restaurant. Let me know your thoughts on this one, people. Would you still eat an ice cream after seeing this video?
Panda bears.
Clearly they're fake.
Literally.
No.
Do you want to hear my argument?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not saying they're like fake. Like, I think that animals exist that are, I just think they're like Shih Tzus. They're like completely lab, like bred to be that, because they only ovulate like 3 days a year. Mm. They sleep or eat 23 hours a day. They can't defend themselves. They only eat bamboo. And a group of them is called an embarrassment of pandas. And they don't exist in Chinese history before like 1870.
Interesting. And how do they survive? They seem like such an incompetent animal that no way they could survive.
They're and this is one of those things where if I say it, people are like, "Oh, you're an idiot." And like every couple weeks, someone will text me like, "Dude, look at this video. They literally are like retarded."
I'm gonna go find some panda videos and send them to you now.
Yeah, they just like roll down hills.
Did you see the video? I think it was China. They put dogs and painted them like pandas, and they were faking them at a zoo, and they got in trouble. It was amazing.
Dude, everyone writes it to me. I'm like, okay, every panda in the world's owned by China. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so like they own the genetics of it. They started rolling it out in like 47. They sent everyone a panda. It was called Panda Diplomacy. Pan is like the demon, like Pan, like pandemic, pandemonium. I think they might have been bred to eat bamboo because bamboo is hard to clear.
So maybe they wanted to clear the bamboo.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, well, they're black, white, Asian, and docile. Let's roll this out as like the model citizen,
Perfect for Asia. Yeah. It seems a little crazy, but it's possible.
Dude,
the fact that them surviving makes no sense. Like, how the fuck's a panda?
Dude, they don't ovulate. They don't F.
Yeah, they won't breed in captivity,
They won't
right?
breed. They can't get them to F. They're like, they're lazy. I've always despised them. And so I'm like, dude.
Everyone else thinks they're cute, and you're like, fuck these pandas.
Oh, dude, people are like, oh, save the panda. I'm like, dude, they're useless. I despise them.
Yeah, they are pretty useless. They're just cute, but.
Allegedly.
The dog ones were cuter.
Dog pandas. I think red pandas were a valid species, but I think they've been bred into an abomination.
Well, isn't that interesting? You guys remember this image from Google Earth that people were claiming was a UFO underwater base, and then Google was like, no, it's natural, but we're just going to go ahead and blur it so people can't see a natural formation. Weird. So Danny Sheehan from the Paradigm Institute on Sunday, they're calling with the new administration coming into office for a global disclosure day. And he's all like, hey guys, there are underwater bases and in mountains. You could go watch this whole Zoom meeting. It's very long. There's a lot of experts that talk. He himself is a graduate from Harvard. Very smart guy. This is on their X account. They said it was on their YouTube page, but I can't find it. Okay, so he claims that the underwater UFO base is between this dormant volcano, by the way, isn't that interesting, off the coast of Baja, and the Nimitz incident where the Navy pilots caught all the identified flying objects was 100 miles south of San Diego. The blurred image that people were insinuating could be an underwater base is roughly right here in this area. So it's real interesting that all of this is happening in this area.
And that they're coming and going to our planet right now and have been for some time. They, in fact, have bases here on our planet, many of which are located high in the desolate areas in the mountains where very few people ever go, and beneath the sea. There's a major base in the Pacific that we're virtually certain exists off Baja, between Baja and Guadalupe Island, potentially beneath the ocean floor. This has been monitored. We have hundreds of videos of the vehicles coming and going from that location and plunging into the sea and going down into and coming from this base.
All right. Let's get Trump in the office. He said he's going to release all these files. It's time. I want to know.
Hey, this footage was taken in Ogden, Utah, on the Ogden River, right behind Rainbow Gardens, right at the mouth of the canyon. All of that you see there, that black, is all conglomerate. It's like a concrete. It's rubble. But as this path goes, there's this line right here. This straight line goes all the way down, and underneath this dirt there are megalithic stones, and I'm about to show you what I mean. All of this right here, this was built on the left hand side in the top left corner. All that was built. But keep going down this little path, it all just looks like regular dirt, nothing inconspicuous. But then
nice try.
You get right over here, and as you can see, under this dirt, there's these stones. Now check this out. Look at that. It's like some type of drainage system or something like that. But it's ancient. And you can see that it goes all the way across. And even on the sideways one right here, there's a little hole. It's all hollow. Block has a hollow center. This block has a hollow center. This block does. This one does. And it goes all the way down. This place is ancient. Utah. Judah.
China this week came out with a paper talking about they created a virtual world, which is a hospital world.
A university in China has launched an AI hospital where virtual doctors can treat up to 3,000 patients a day. Tsinghua University, the so-called Harvard of China, is attempting to revolutionize healthcare. The hospital is all virtual. All doctors and nurses are driven by large language models that autonomously interact with each other. There are 14 different doctors and 4 nurses, a virtual medical staff that works together to consult, examine, diagnose, and treat virtual patients. The AI doctors can treat 10,000 patients in just a few days. It would take a human doctor a couple of years to see that many. The leading physician of the hospital, MedAgent Zero, stores successful treatments and is learning from misdiagnoses.
One thing that I saw that was interesting on this paper was, and we also can use this to predict future emergencies and pandemics. Because if you're in a dream state, and they put a pandemic in the dream state, that means everybody in the dream world is going to have the pandemic. Everybody's going to be contaminated. Everybody can now get forced isolation because, you're in a dream world. What if Google's the police? What if Google's the one going around capturing you? And it's real because it's in your dream. Now, of course, you can pay to get out. You can pay to go to this hospital and get this vaccine.
Do you know? Now, 10,000 patients every couple of days. They're going to make a lot of money off those patients. Just like our pharmaceutical industry makes a lot of money off their patients. They got to fill them beds up.
Why games like console games take up so much storage?
Console games?
Yeah, so whenever you're downloading a game file,
Yeah.
why do you know why it takes up so much storage?
Why?
And this is the marketing to it.
Why?
So games and consoles like Call of Duty, Fortnite, they have such big files, so it takes up half the storage, so you have to delete other games, and it's a marketing strategy, so you only play their game. You have to delete other games.
Yo, that's so smart, bro. That's actually smart as fuck.
Yeah, like fam, the recent Call of Duty was 200 gigs. How much? How much is a regular Xbox and PS5? 500 gigs, almost half.
Nah, my mind's blown, bro. That makes so much sense, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's smart as fuck, because it's like you're literally removing the competition.
Exactly, yeah.
Damn.
They don't need to make it that big, but they add extra shit in it just so you delete that Fortnite so you can play Call of Duty.
Damn. That makes so much sense, man.
That one blew my mind.
That's a power move right there.
No, for sure.
That's a real power move.
Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. You know, he says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done.
He just called half the country garbage. The president, our president, just called half the country garbage.
I have no idea why the news is not covering this. Spain has been being destroyed for days now, by floods. And if you've been paying attention, you know that it's not just Spain, it's all over the world. It's just randomly, sporadically flooding. And it's not just flooding in Spain, there's tornadoes like they've never even seen before. So please tell me what's going on with this weather. And also, we have a not-so-good surprise at the end for the first week in November, possibly. But again, why is no news covering this? Notice how this stays the whole time. Right by my head, as if there's some kind of source. Did I mention absolutely crazy hail? I mean, it looks like the world's going to hail. Here's an airport that got flooded out. And again, it's flooding all over the world consistently. And the possibility for Hurricane Patty hitting us exactly where Helene and Milton did on the 5th or 6th of November is increasingly possible. I'll just say it, I think it's going to happen. With everything going on right now, it seems like it's going to happen. Let me know what you think below. Just another day for 2024.
We're delivering $3 billion in funding from my Inflation Reduction Act to help clean up and modernize ports in 27 different states and territories, from Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, and beyond, including, yes, Puerto Rico. Well, I'd take that guy for a swim out there. Anyway. Stenny's looking at me. Don't get going, Joe. Don't get going, Joe. Slow up.
Now, was he talking about taking Trump for a swim out there? Which is kind of crazy to say, even in a joking matter, because there has been 2 attempts on him. And what is he thinking about taking him out on the water and feeding him to the sharks? Is that what he means?
Let's see how much sugar's in a Chick-fil-A milkshake. In this size, there's 87 grams of sugar, and after scanning it, there's 590 calories. Let's measure that.
That's crazy. Like, why? Why do you need that much?
So that's either 23 teaspoons or 26 cubes of sugar in this shake.
Yo, listen to this. Steve Bannon has a message for Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi thought a federal prison was going to break me. Well, it empowered me. It empowered me. I am more empowered today, more focused today, sharper today, in better shape today than I've ever been in my entire life. So Nancy Pelosi, suck on that.
The mud is so toxic, it's disintegrating the boots of people trying to clean up. So we have a real problem in our river that was the purest and cleanest water in the world is now completely toxic and disintegrating people's boots. Yeah, it's bad. We're in a very bad situation.
What's the river called?
The Tow River. The mud from the floods is disintegrating people's boots and their clothing. And my friend that lives down there says that when you wake up in the morning, it has a green haze over it. And they're having nosebleeds and coughing up blood. So anybody near these things is in serious trouble.
Where do all these toxins come from?
Well, so here in Mitchell County, we have the purest quartz in the world. So we have 2 mining companies that have been mining, and conveniently both of their processing locations are on the water. So I'm assuming there may have been some leakage, and then so I'm not sure what those chemicals could be, but I know it's toxic and it's disintegrating people's boots, and I'm assuming that's where it came from.
Look at that. I would not be driving through that. Driving through the Hudson River. It's not good.
I'm gonna prove to y'all the alien card is in play in 1 minute and y'all aren't ready. Let's go. So first we have Elon Musk with SpaceX, who we've been seeing a lot lately. And you know what I'm talking about. Then we got Jeff Bezos with his Blue Origin. By the way, look at his logo. That feather looks weird. Obviously Space Force. And my friends at the Serpent Agency. Would you believe me if I told you they all had contracts with each other? SpaceX with NASA. And if you think Bezos is irrelevant, don't forget Washington Post with their failure to endorse and people stepping down. And Blue Origin has a contract with these as well. But did you know the US Space Force has a contract with them as well? We also have the new Space Force awarding $70 million to SpaceX to Elon. From these guys to this dude. And here's another huge contract between SpaceX and Space Force. And then Bezos and Space Force. So they're all involved with each other. But did you also know Representative Tim Burchett just came out and said he talked to Trump and that he said there would be disclosure?
I talked to President Trump, but I'm convinced that if he's elected that there will be disclosure.
And of course we have people like Charlie Kirk seeing UFOs. It's almost time. And bonus, if you're on Facebook, we have Elon Musk's AI.
Have you ever seen that video where it shows local news people all saying the exact same thing?
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media
This is scary.
All right, family. There you have today's reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it, y'all. We're going to be back tomorrow with another one. I am exhausted from that trail run. I need some water. I didn't even bring nothing to drink up here with me. Y'all know I'm always sipping on something when I'm reacting, and today was a little off that I didn't have something to sip on. Sorry that the video was a little shorter. I realized that. Tomorrow's video will be a little longer. Feel free to send me some clips. My email is down below. Just try to make sure they're TikToks and try to make sure they're under 2 minutes, y'all. I don't want no 5-10 minute clips on here. Try to keep them, you know, short and sweet. But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I need to get my energy up. This mountain kicked my butt, but guess what, y'all? I'm gonna be back out there tomorrow and try to get back in the habit of doing it daily, whether I'm hiking or running. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, y'all. Later.